Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Decide a different need, I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, and welcome once again to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, here at the Sports Desk. And let me go ahead and bring in my co-host. This man has forgotten more baseball than I would ever know. Let me bring my main man, Seven. Seven, what's up?
What is up, man? Oh,
chilling, man, chilling.
So much baseball to talk about, man. There's been more changes than a woman trying to get dressed for a date. Like, it's just so many changes in the standings. It's great. I'm more crumbling than Ando anytime a woman looks in his general direction. Like, just
hit it
all out
stuff yet. Oh my gosh,
that's what makes it fun here.
Let me go ahead and bring in my man Kyle. Kyle, what's up, bro? How you doing?
What up, Kyle?
What happened with those Falcons yesterday?
Oh,
they I think the saying is they flew the coop. I don't know. That's best
oh man, what up, man? How you doing tonight? I want to say a big thank you to Wide Wide Network for having us in your living room this evening. We do appreciate it, you guys. Here's my thing, and I'm gonna jump on this tangent real quick as we bring John in. What's up, man? What's going on with you tonight?
Oh, nothing much, man. I didn't know you let me in that quick, bro.
Yeah, I saw you come in. You got you.
My bad.
Man,
ain't nothing, man. Vikings getting the high score of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they did that.
Yeah,
thing. They did that thing. But I just want to make sure. There he is. Now he said to defend himself, Seven.
He probably don't even know what I said.
Well, be Ando.
Oh man, I'm still waiting him to pop in, but yeah, here's the thing that I was gonna say. Now there he is. What's up, man?
Yo, computers suck. I hate technology. And how about those Bengals getting smacked around? Dude, 34-3 at the end of the first half.
Talk to him, Ando.
Fucking.
well, I was about to say
talk to him, baby.
I'm not gonna say. I mean, I picked Atlanta to beat Carolina, but Cincinnati essentially walked all over Jacksonville in week 2, and then went into Minnesota and was like, you know what, y'all, we ain't gotta play no football. It's just the Vikings.
They worked too hard last week.
And the Vikings just pulled down their depends and just smacked the Bengals right in the face, and it was over. It was over before like the second quarter even started. Like the Bengals were just like, all right, I guess that's it. We're done.
Not Aaron, but Rodgers.
But I was just about to say, we need to be careful because everybody's talking about Caleb Williams yesterday and everything that he did in that game. Let's not forget who he was playing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I forget
That Dallas Stars defense. The Dallas Stars.
The Dallas list.
Yes.
The Dallas
Man, Diggs, he
losers.
stink.
What
The Dallas, you can't
He
spell
stink.
Dallas without two L's, Dallas.
Exactly.
What's crazy is that was considered an upset because of the fact that Dallas was favored in that matchup.
They're
Think about
favored
that
every
for a
game.
second.
They're favored.
And they're-
Goes up Anderson Posse. He said, "Screw that."
Screw the Bengals.
But let's be careful because it was that defense. We can't crown Caleb Williams the second coming just yet.
Oh, hell no.
I'm
He
sorry.
didn't have
who's
his
crowning
fingernails
Caleb Williams
painted,
anything
so he played
besides
great.
Rust of 2024.
Until he plays a defense that's worthy. This Dallas Cowboys defense ain't worthy.
Oh God, no.
No.
Not without Micah Parsons.
They are not. They not worthy of nothing.
I will say DJ Moore
Worthy
better
of a
watch out.
Bag of sand.
DJ Moore better watch out because Adunze is coming to take your spot.
Yep.
Oh,
Adunze
yeah.
is the number one receiver for sure.
He's coming to take your spot.
Did you see how he left Diggs on that route? Like,
Dude, it doesn't help that Diggs tripped on that route. If you take a look at it, Diggs like stumbled.
did he? Either way, he got burnt.
Yeah, for sure. And
And
Anderson,
he
I will
more than
agree
one
with
time.
you. I will agree with you. We'll talk about the Colts later, but holy shit, the Colts are 3-0.
I want to see the Colts Eagles Super Bowl. That's what I want to see. So
The
if we
Colts
get
just don't know they're bad yet,
If
guys.
we-
Come on.
The Colts what?
if we get the Colts Eagles, the Giants organization will be done. That
The
means
Giants organization will be the first one to fold mid-season.
first one to fold. That means you done got your quarterback Danny Dimes in the big game. Saquon
You
is
got
back.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley is back again.
Well,
Danny
they
Dimes
fixed
is
the
in the
O
game.
line.
That's
The
thing.
Colts fixed that O line.
Oh, dude, I don't think the O-line was ever a problem. Look at who their quarterback was
who?
last year. It was Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is not a good quarterback, dude.
No, he's not. But at the same time, they fixed that line.
But if you look at, we talked a little bit about our coffee and sports this morning. If you go back and look at the Colts, all Danny Dimes, he got it made. All they got to do is not lose the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got
That's it.
Jonathan Taylor in full throttle but in that backfield.
Thank you,
buddy.
Jonathan Taylor, for the fantasy football this season.
You
have
got
saved me
yes,
every
because
week.
I ate good off that performance too.
Oh my
Bet y'all
God.
did with your 3
I
damn
ate good on
touchdowns.
that performance.
That kid
I
is
tell you
saved
that
both
right
of
now.
my-
I ate good. But when you go back
That
and look
kid
at
has-
things, but when you go back and look at the Colts, defense is good. Secondary could lose a little bit more work, but they're not that far behind.
But they playing better though. Bynum got them looking
hell,
good.
Look at how they played last week in the second half against Denver. They didn't let
Yep.
Nix throw the ball down the field.
They you got a good rookie tight end. You got Jonathan Taylor as your running back. You got weapons that are outside with
Yep.
Michael
You
Pittman.
got who is it? Pierce. You got Pittman Jr.
Mhm.
You have there's another receiver that's really kind of underrated on Indianapolis.
Josh Downs. So it's like, why not? Why not them?
I mean, they
Why not
putting
it?
up some points too. They ain't just winning games. Like they putting up points. And, yeah.
Yeah. They putting up
Granted,
points.
just thank Jonathan
Speaking
Taylor.
of points,
But
speaking of points, the Lions just put up a touchdown on the Ravens, 18
Pop
pass
the
from Brock to
laptop.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Extra point pending. It will be 21-21.
We called it
This-
this morning.
This
Shoot
could
out.
be- This could be a Super Bowl matchup too, guys.
We called
that
it
would be a
shoot.
good game.
No, not unless they trade Lamar Jackson. It's not.
Damn.
Shit.
That's
Come on, Savage.
dude. Jackson's playing well. 14 of 16, 163
Yeah.
yards, 2 touchdowns. Only that one turnover to end the second half, or
Yeah.
only that one turnover to end the first half. So
All right. I got my man Kyle here. Kyle, I'm gonna get to you. First. We got them Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Jets 29-27. What were your thoughts on this game, sir?
And how many pair of underwear did you have to change during that second half?
I wasn't worried. It was the Jets. I wasn't worried about the Jets. It's the fucking Jets.
Not the way that Aaron Glenn was dancing down the sideline after that blocked field goal for a touchdown, bro. He was Russell Wilson on that plane, bro. Hot stepping his knees and shit.
I said to John,
And what?
I said
he was channeling his inner Russell Wilson on that plane down that sideline, bro.
I said to John yesterday, it was weird as shit. It was a bunch of fumbles, a bunch of blocked field goals, and a bunch of pick sixes yesterday. That was an anomaly. That was a whole anomaly. On one Sunday, all that shit happened.
All that shit happened.
All that shit happened on one Sunday. A bunch of fucking
9
fumbles.
defensive
I know
touchdowns.
some people lost some money, boy.
Nah, it was I'm not going to even say it was the first half of football, the first half, they were getting their ass whipped. And the third quarter, they were kind of getting their ass whipped too. They were down, what was it, 20-26. They blocked the field goal, run it back, 27-26. The defense didn't stop them from getting up the field, though. So, again, it's the Jets. I like seeing this because it shows the poise Baker Mayfield and the offense has. Getting the ball in a clutch situation to win a game.
Absolutely.
So
Baker didn't flinch at all.
It impressed the hell out of me yesterday.
No, it's just like that meme of Derek Carr sitting on the sideline with that face like. Yeah, every time they showed Baker when he was down, like all 3 times this year when they've been down, they've showed him on the sideline.
Same face.
Just deadpan, like, oh, shit, here comes Baker.
He met a Booker for Rookie of the Year.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
He's nice.
Facts.
And he's only going to get more touches now because of Mike Evans hamstrings. Injury. Yep.
Is he out?
Questionable to.
He probably will be. Look at it like this. I want to say last year he had a hamstring issue around the same time last year, and he might have missed 2. He might have missed 2 games.
3. He missed 3 last year.
So it's the same thing. But could you imagine him, Emeka, and a healthy Chris Godwin?
Chris Godwin, yeah.
Chris Godwin's coming back next week too.
That's dangerous, man.
It is.
And just think about it, like say, you can't double cover nobody.
And both Bucket Irvin and Rashad White's playing well too.
They are, and especially in the red zone.
Oh God, yeah.
Very good team. Very good team. They might be the. I still got Philly.
They got Philadelphia next week.
I still got Philly winning. I still got Philly winning the conference. Green Bay right there.
Not
the court. Now, if you didn't look I ain't worried about yesterday game.
I'm not going to do that because again, it's only week 3.
Yeah, I ain't worried about yesterday
because again, I'm waiting for y'all to say some of that Kansas City shit, y'all. I hope y'all aren't happy they beat the Giants.
No, hold on.
You gotta chill.
I will speak for 7. I'm happy we got.
I got some shit to say about that game too. I can't lie.
All right, let's go to it. Let's go to it. Kansas City and the Giants. Let's go.
I'll let you start, 7. I'll let you start.
Let's go to it. Go on, 7.
It was a good tune-up game. Get us right. I mean, what do you want me to fucking say? Yeah, we're the champions again. No, it was the fucking Giants. Ando and 10 his corn-fed buddies from fucking Iowa could beat the fucking Giants right now. It's the fucking
hey, we beat Rutgers, okay? Iowa beat Rutgers, and they scored 38 fucking points. Iowa actually had a fucking offense.
But here's the takeaways that I had. Here's the takeaways that I had. First of all, Patrick Mahomes was in rhythm in the second half yesterday more than we've seen at any point this season. Yep. If that continues, shit's going to hit the fan. And next week's a true test. But Kansas City seems to have Lamar Jackson's number. So this could be another, because Steve Spagnuolo, I mean, you might as well change Lamar Jackson's birth certificate where Steve Spagnuolo is his daddy. Like that, that's how good he is. Yeah. But so we'll know for that next week. But they got into rhythm. There was more synchronicity out of that team yesterday than we've seen at all. Is it because they're facing the Giants? Possibly. I'm not getting too high on anything right now. Next week will be a real test. Mm-hmm. But what was supposed to happen yesterday happened in the second half. Kansas City still looked out of sorts in the first half. That first half could have been a lot messier against a better team.
Yep. I agree. Seven, I don't know about you, but I hate Chris Collinsworth being on Patrick Mahomes' dick.
Man, listen. Glazing McGee, just glaze.
Look, the fact that he said after Mahomes threw that backwards pass that Pacheco tried to get and then Mahomes dived under. First off, great effort by Patrick Mahomes to pay attention to it.
But
I will say that. But the fact that no other quarterback would have gotten there. Let me just
hey, and whoa, bro. Whoa.
That was my
you got a microphone right there, brother.
That was my proper reenaction of Chris Collinsworth. I only did it for historical accuracy, okay? That is how Chris Collinsworth
we didn't need it. We got it,
man.
This thing is glazing, man. We don't need the theatrics.
Hold on.
We don't need to see the actual act.
Can I just say, in the words of Booker T, oh yeah, man? Because I mean, we saw some shit at WrestlePalooza this weekend when Stephanie it was NXT Homecoming. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fucking just shut up, Chris. Retire. Please. I mean, I love your insight on
just
football.
Signed a new contract, man.
Fuck. Good God, no. Stop, Chris.
Yep, he sure did.
In the words of Michael Jordan, stop. Get some help. Retire. But no, all in, I'm with seven, man. It was definitely a tune-up game. The first half left a lot to be desired. I liked that we got drives going. I do not like how we suddenly decided, hey, first and second down, we're going to throw and put ourselves in obvious passing situations on third down. I thought the running game got into a better rhythm, especially early in that game. We need to pick that up. I'm really glad Patrick was not our leading running back this week. But, yeah, next week should be a test against Baltimore at home.
Anybody else want to say anything about before we move on?
First half of that game.
Yep.
I want to know what I really saw. Nobody could get any separation from the Giants' corners. Nobody. But I'm like, Mahomes was throwing the ball, but boom, like they're blanketed. And I'm like, damn. Travis Kelce, dude, I love what you've done. Can't get no separation. I get that, the other guys aren't down the field threats or anything, and he could be blanketed, more so now because nobody else is really getting open. Like you miss Xavier Worthy for damn sure because he's a down the field threat and he can take the safety with him every time. They have to.
Yeah.
But they weren't getting open for him to throw the ball to them. Like, I mean, he's accurate as hell. Don't get me wrong. Like he threw the ball in a few windows that ain't nobody else gonna do because he is Patrick Mahomes. Like I'll give him credit. His name rings alarms. But that's what I really saw most of the game. Like they just could not get separation unless it was like a short pass or a pass behind the line of scrimmage and the screens and things and such. Like I was just like, damn. Like,
can I just say something? I'm looking at the score right now for the Ravens game. Believe it or not, Mark Andrews finally appeared. Got a 14-yard touchdown reception in the third quarter. Fuck you, Mark Andrews. I have you on my bench.
Fuck you, Mark Andrews.
Fuck you, Mark Andrews.
I
Got me
say
17
fuck Cowboy.
points sitting on the goddamn bench this week. I mean, I'm going to win regardless because, again, Jonathan Taylor got me 33 points. The Chiefs' defense got me 13, and Butker got me 12, so thank God for that.
Look, my thing is this. My thing is this.
Andrews.
My thing is this on the Giants side. Do we go ahead and continue to start Russ? Or do we go ahead and put in Jackson Dart?
No,
don't start Jackson Dart yet. Look at their schedule for the next 5 weeks.
Yep.
Do not put Jackson Dart in yet. No.
You got a suitable. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You have a suitable game against the Saints in 2 weeks.
No, I just don't want
to do it.
You back on mute, Savvy.
Yeah, you muted yourself, Savvy.
He's going off.
Oops, my bad. I just don't want to see the kid die on the field. Look at the schedule they've got for the next 5 weeks.
It is tough.
They have a gauntlet. Let Russ take that beating and let that kid learn the offense because you can tell.
They got the Broncos this week.
What's wrong, Case?
Let's take God damn.
Yes. Sierra's husband can take the beating.
Yep. There we go. Thank you, Seven.
Sierra's husband can take the beating. Let Jackson Dart learn. He's going to get his ass kicked when he gets out there anyway. Might as well at least give him a little bit of time to get older.
Slow.
Like,
Here's
and
they got the Broncos.
The one thing. Go ahead.
They got the Broncos next week. I would not put him in against that defense. Then they got the Saints.
Oh, he come on in.
Oh, yeah. He come on in the game. He come on in the room, boy.
He get his first start right there. He'll win that game. Come on. They ain't got nobody to stop. They ain't got nobody. They ain't got no corner that can hang with Malik Neighbors. Nobody. He come on in right now.
But then 2 of the next 3 weeks after that, you have the Eagles. You do not want to put a rookie quarterback in with that gauntlet of defenses.
And I get the thought on starting him against the Saints.
He come on.
I mean, that's a decent opening test. You know, how well do you know the playbook? Let's keep it simple. You and Malik Neighbors can start to work on that connection, which, by the way, Kansas City took Malik Neighbors completely out of that game. But
what I think
except
they had
like at the end of the fourth quarter, like
between Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson, they had 3 catches for 33 yards. I think for the defense, that's amazing.
Yeah, but anyway, you and then my concern is if you sit him after that until you get through that next 3 weeks, because like you said, 2 of those 3 weeks are against the Eagles, and the other one it's another good team. I can't remember who it is off the top.
I think
of my
it's
head.
the Chargers.
Yeah, you don't want to against that.
The Broncos.
They played the Broncos next week, so I think it's the Chargers. Yeah, you don't want him facing that team. That Chargers defense is in a much better position than Kansas City's is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Chargers,
for me,
it's Chargers next week. Then it's at the Saints. Then it's Eagles at the Broncos at the Eagles, and then you got the 49ers for the following week after that.
It's. Are you going to put him for one start and then that, and then let him sit back down? I just it doesn't make any sense. Let Jackson. Russ wants to play. Let him play. If Russ says I can't do it anymore, then put Dart in. Like at that point, I get it. But as long as Russ can go and he's willing to go, let that.
I mean, they were in Russ' face yesterday. Like they were in his face.
He was, in his face, and he took a couple of shots too.
Sacks. Yeah, he took some shots definitely, but that interception he threw, they was in his face. He just let the ball go. Like so,
you ain't hit me. Hell no.
Yeah,
but we're expecting that from Russ every single game now.
Like, and it's again, like I respect what Russ has done talent wise. I'm not trying to minimize that at all, but at the same time, like, how do you justify leaving or putting Jackson in on that and having him go down as a result because he doesn't know what he's doing.
What's up, Mo?
You know what's fucked up? I just was thinking this, but their O-line is trash too.
It is. Yeah, that's what Mo was. Yeah,
they couldn't run the ball at all.
I was nothing. Yeah,
I was thinking because of how bad.
Well, hold on, because Scatterbro played really well last. He played really
well last night. Yeah,
he did get that one touchdown.
He did get going.
Now
he did get that one touchdown. Yeah,
I'm just talking
Tracy
about.
Is going to be out. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at it like this. I'm just talking about like it's a trade scenario. As bad as Cincinnati's backup quarterback looked yesterday. They might as well send Russ to Cincinnati, but he gonna get his ass whipped the same way because their line is horrible.
They were trash too.
That's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah.
Jake Brown about to have the beating of his life. He gonna get beat like a slave. He's gonna take some serious punishment behind them boards.
I just want to point out to everybody that it was not me that made that joke, and it was not Ando that made that joke. I just want to call that out.
White guy said it.
I can say
one of the white guys said it. He can say it. He can say it. He can. Wait, no.
Well, then again, I am part ginger, so I could have said it and been fine.
No, you can't.
Part what?
Black, remember?
No, you can't. No, you can't.
No, you can't. No.
Oranges.
There was a public service announcement. About 6 months ago, Ando, that. And I saw on TikTok and I reposted it that said that, and this young lady said, "Hey y'all, guess what? When you see a ginger person, remember, gingers are black people too."
Yeah.
And I said, what the hell?
That's why I'm invited to the Black People
What the
barbecue.
hell? How do you
I mean,
get
you're invited
that?
in though, but yeah.
What's that, John?
I say you're invited for sure.
Thank you, sir.
We'll invite
You
you.
good people in though. You good
We
people.
invite you. We'll invite you.
First
You're
of all,
not gonna take too many to go plates. You good?
Oh God, no.
First of all,
No,
there has
I'm gonna get my fill at the barbecue. I'm gonna sit down on the comfortable chair. I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna let you guys conversate, and I'm just gonna enjoy the vibes, man.
First of
That's
all,
it.
there's a criteria. There's a criteria involved because
Okay.
you got guys like Andy Dalton and Sheamus. They're as white as mayonnaise. No.
Yep. Oh, come on, fella. Let me at the party.
Oh,
You Sheamus like that, man.
God,
Come on,
man.
man.
Hey, man, he right about Sheamus though. Man.
Sheamus
He is white as mayonnaise. You right. You right.
He's pushing albino. Like
Yo,
he's
don't be
pushing
dissing
it.
Seamus just because he likes his tea a little milky, okay? He likes his tea
Whoa.
milky.
Whoa. Hold up now. Whoa. Get low.
Do you like your tea
off the
dark
rail he
or
goes.
milky?
Hey, Mo. Mo said start dark. Let him take the debit card beat. Mo, you wrong, man.
Absolutely not.
Vampire.
Hey,
he is. Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah.
Who's a vampire?
Sheamus.
Pale like a vampire.
The Pale Rider.
I thought you were about to say David Carl was a vampire. I say that's possible too.
Possible too. Yeah, for real.
The dude
All right.
didn't die after. Oh, 7, you're muted again, sir.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back to John here. John, your Vikings destroyed the Cincinnati Bengals. Destroyed them 48-10. What are your thoughts, sir?
Man, I ain't even had a game on or nothing. Like I think I turned on the Patriots Steelers game, and then I looked up in the corner and saw that 34. I was like, my team did that. They doing that? That what they doing?
That's what they
I said, nah, let me go check this out. And then I looked, I was like, Mason is killing these mofos.
Yeah,
Like, D-line is trash. The Bengals O-line is trash.
Yep.
And I mean, Jake is a backup. Like I said, I talked to Case yesterday. Man, he was gonna get killed either way. And you see what they did to Joe Burrow, and he ain't nowhere near the caliber quarterback Joe Burrow is. Let him take that beating. Don't get nobody else to try to go make no playoffs. Don't do nothing.
Nope.
Let him take that ass whooping. I'll flatten all my O-line tires. Granted, the receivers was fucking up the game too, because they were the ones who were getting the fumbles forced. So they were catching the ball. Man, I don't know. I forgot the boy's name, Rodgers, but I've never seen a quarterback have that type of game in my life. Isaiah.
Mentally, the receivers were checked out. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins were checked out. They just
Dude, did you see the play? Did you see the play where I think it was Sample that caught a pass across the middle, and Jamar Chase had a chance to block like 2 Viking defenders, and he just went, nope. I'm good.
I'm good.
I don't blame him, honestly.
He was ready for a game to be over with. Like
when you get that state of mind, everything becomes a business decision.
He's not trying to.
We lost.
He's not trying to get hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's his thing. That's what he's thinking. I ain't trying to get hurt.
We've lost.
But for us to put up 48 points, I was thinking it was gonna be a decent game. Like Carson Wentz. Like, I mean,
Carson Wentz
decent backup. Very decent backup. You need for a few games. He can hold it down. He ain't gonna do too much, and he gonna do too little. But
all I gotta say is fuck Carson Wentz. He looks like that in one game for Minnesota. The one game he plays for Kansas City, he throws a dud against Denver. Fuck you, Carson Wentz.
Damn, man. Fuck everybody today.
It is. It's September. Go fuck yourself, gay.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys. Fuck you, Dak Prescott,
fuck
for
Jerry
being benched.
Jones.
Fuck Jerry Jones. We don't need a reason. Just fuck Jerry Jones.
Whoa, you can't say it like that.
I'm white. I can get away with it.
Next thing you know,
no.
And no, you didn't hear yourself, man. So.
He didn't. He really didn't. He really.
I will not. But Jerry Jones will go fuck himself.
But the thing that got me yesterday, going back to the Cowboys real quick, George Pickens He crashed out
Yep.
yet again.
Yep.
Yet again.
Yep.
He garbage.
All that talent. He was playing decent yesterday until he dropped, until he had butterfingers on that pass that led to the interception. He was playing well until he was butterfingers, and after that, he just crashed out.
I'm kind of hoping that at some point, Myles Garrett sends a thank you letter to George Pickens, because nobody talks about Myles Garrett anymore. Just like send him a letter like, hey, bro, thanks for playing with some emotion, letting people see who you really are, because now I don't have to get as many messages.
Nope.
Like, just thank you. Maybe a bottle last night, a bottle of Cavassier or something like that as a thank you.
Not no
I don't know. With the way
that
that
word
Pickens
the whole time.
Damn, he said Cavassier.
The way Pickens was playing
man.
yesterday, send him a bottle of Chardonnay because that dude is whiny as hell, dude.
Yeah, man.
Of course he is.
See, the thing about that pass that went off his
cry as much as LeBron does.
Fingers pass, as I called it, that wasn't on Dak. That was on you, George Pickens. That ball was right there. I could have caught that ball. This just tells you the maturity between CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb dropped 4 passes on opening day against the Eagles, and immediately said, "Hey guys, that's my fault. You know, I'm going to take the blame. I'm going to get better with it." Pickens drops 2 passes, and one of them leads off to an interception, and you see him just blowing up on the sideline. That's maturity, dude. Just you know, amen.
You got to take the L's with the W's. You looked really good against the Giants. You had a bad game against the Bears. Shake it off. You'll be good to go.
George Pickens is pussy.
I'm sorry, Corey. Who is the fucktard Featherbrains?
Talk about it.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens.
That's it.
I've never heard him called the fucktard Featherbrains. I'm going to start using that now.
She has some great nicknames for teams. We need to get a list together at some point because some of them are fantastic.
Yeah,
so hold on,
Jory,
can I use that as my fantasy name for next week? The F-Card Featherbrains. Can I use that as my fantasy team next week?
People gonna think you a little slow, Ando. You might not gonna do that.
A little slow.
I said F-Tard. I said F. I didn't say retard, and I didn't say F-Tard. I didn't say fuck. Thank you, Jory. I appreciate it. Thank you. By the way, 7, I have a meeting with HR at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Just so you know.
Hey, I'm gonna get back on topic real quick. I want to talk about the Rams and the Eagles. Let me get back on topic.
We're just gonna put this conversation in the notebook for HR meeting. Our weekly HR meeting.
I'm gonna get back on topic. We got the Rams and the Eagles. We got the Eagles coming back to get that win, 33-26. Cal, man, I'm gonna go to you real quick. What was some of your thoughts about
fucking Choke City?
What's your thoughts about that game, Kyle?
Choke City. Fucking Choke.
Two kicks back to back.
Yep.
Choke fucking City.
By 49ers logic, he should be cut by tomorrow.
Real shit. But it was Choke City. Mind you, they played a great half of football.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts didn't know what the fuck to do the first half.
Mm-mm.
No, he did not.
He looked like a deer in the fucking headlights.
They had no offensive.
You but you do see what happens because you know they've been harping on this for 2 weeks now. Look what happens when he gets AJ Brown the ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
But shit, that was choke. You know how they like to sit and say, are we going to give credit to the Eagles or are we going to blame the Rams? I'm gonna give credit to the Eagles, and I rarely do. I don't do that shit.
You rarely do that.
You don't even call them the Eagles.
Yeah.
Pigeons for those who don't know.
He called them the Eagles a couple of times.
So, I'm gonna give them all the credit because again, let's go back. Sean McVay and his bullshit, man. I don't really like, buddy. I don't like the little faux hawk thing here.
Yep.
The little Woody Woodpecker. I don't like that shit.
Fuck them man.
Puka.
He definitely looks like.
Puka.
Go ahead. Sir.
They couldn't do anything with Puka Nacua.
No.
I'm going to tell you right now, they need to go get a corner because Cooper DeJean cannot stick a solid number 1 and or a solid number 2. He cannot stop a 1 or a 2. He can't. He cannot stop a 2. Mitchell was all right because they put him on Devontae Adams after was cooking him for a little bit. But the Rams, I wouldn't say it was like a litmus test. Y'all there, but y'all not there.
Right.
Yeah.
I will say I look forward to if they play in the playoffs to see it again. Hopefully, the Rams get to play at home in the playoffs and play the Eagles. But it was a good game. It definitely was a good game.
Could either one of you guys stop Jalen Carter on that block kick that he returned for a touchdown? Could either one of y'all catch him?
Yeah, I'd have caught his ass. I'd have caught it. I'd caught it.
This is this is why I blame the special teams coordinator more than I blame the kicker. And the kicker was kicking well, so that yes is on him. But it wouldn't have been a problem if the special teams coordinator and the kicking coach did their job. It wouldn't have been a problem if they'd have watched, because they did basically the same thing both times when they blocked those kicks. You're telling me that in all that time between those two block kicks, you didn't watch what happened once and go, okay, he's going to split the middle and come bearing down on your ass and make adjustments.
It was Jordan Davis, not Jalen Carter that blocked.
My bad.
Yeah, it was Jordan Davis. He was up out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jalen Carter might not have made it. He probably needed an asthma pump. Jalen Carter was a big boy.
He would have picked up the ball and spat on it, been like, yeah, take that ball. Take that ball.
Another thing, shout out to Jared Verse. Because him and what's the name had a bet for the game. Mm-hmm. And he literally he bet his chain. He gave Jalen Carter his chain.
Yep.
He lost the bet. He gave him his chain.
I will say this, Devontae
gave me that chain.
Devontae Smith showed yesterday that when you play him in man, you got to be up on him because
he a route runner.
Yeah,
for sure.
You got to be up on him. He is a route runner, and when he gets to the outside clean like that, nope, you're not gonna stop the man. They should have been a little bit more. They should have been a little bit more prepared for that. But I get you on Cooper DeJean because he was getting burnt yesterday. He was getting burnt.
Between you, me, and the fence post, watching Cooper DeJean in Iowa because that's what we get here is Iowa and Nebraska games in the Midwest. Cooper's more of a coverage guy. I like him more in zone coverage than I do man to man. I don't think he's not bad per se, but I like him better playing that kind of outfield where he plays over the top against other people. I don't like him as a man to man.
No, he don't. He's decent.
He got a foot speed for number one.
He's decent in the slot. Yeah, he's decent in the slot. But zone is like his niche.
Bread and butter.
Yep.
Yeah, it's his niche.
Oh yeah. All right, let's head on over and again. I wish she was here, but she's not here. But I'm gonna bring it up anyway. The Carolina Panthers, 30-0 against her Atlanta Falcons. Who wants to speak up for Erica on this game?
I will gladly say the eulogy. Sports reports, fans of the show, people watching the show. We're gathered here today. I'm sorry, I didn't have a speech prepared because I didn't expect the Falcons to get completely nut shot by the freaking Panthers of all teams. Panthers looked like a competent NFL team. I think the Falcons left their offense in Minnesota, which is why Minnesota looked so damn good last week, or looked so damn good this week. Whoever the head coach of the Falcons is, Raheem Morris, you need to fix both your offense and the defense, sir. Michael Penix, what the hell was that interception that you threw? And then looked like you were a kid having a seizure, trying to make a tackle. I don't think there's enough time for us to talk about everything that looked bad. Like Bijan looked okay until you couldn't get him the ball because you're down 20-0, 27 to
Like
nothing.
he had a
You even
good
brought
he had a good rushing average.
You had Kirk Cousins come in, Kirko chains, and he couldn't get anything going. So a lot of questions there for Atlanta. And we are gathered. Hopefully Atlanta can win next week. I don't know who they play, but God help the city of Atlanta if they have another bad performance like they did today. All of this said in the name of Michael Vick. Michael Vick, amen.
That's
Michael Vick rolling over his grave.
Michael Vick ain't dead, bro.
That's
they had better offensive
Crumpler
production
rolling
in
over
Norfolk
his
State than they
grave,
did in
boy.
Atlanta.
That's what it was. My dad said something about that today. My dad said, I completely forgot about Kirk Cousins. My dad was like, what's that fool that always be getting over with the
that fool?
These teams? I was like, what? He's like the one that keeps getting over, getting all this money. I said, Kirk Cousins? He said, yeah, there you go. I was like, he was like, watch Cincinnati go and pay. I was like, I hope they don't. I hope they don't pay Kirk Cousins to come over there, man.
Mo said Kirk about to get his spot back.
He might.
He just might.
He might get that spot back, boy.
Like say Penix played great against us. Like he did.
And then the Falcons fire their wide receiver coach, Ike Hilliard, for TJ Yates to take over the wide receiver room.
Really?
So you're going to replace a wide receiver coach with a quarterback coach who doesn't know a whole lot about wide receivers?
Yep.
That's why I said what I said in the group chat.
TJ Yates was a quarterback.
Yeah, TJ Yates was a quarterback. Yep. That's why I said what I said in the sports report, that the Falcons and the Saints are kind of the same team if you look at it. They make boneheaded coaching decisions. Dennis Allen versus firing Ike Hilliard.
Hire Coke Irvin.
Hell no.
Did you say Coke Irvin?
You got
Cocaine Irvin.
You see him at the Hurricanes game?
You saw him on Saturday. On Saturday.
Listen.
Oh,
Michael Irvin has a favorite smell, and it just happens to be cocaine.
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 Pure cocaine.
Georgia for dogs, not professional football.
Michael Irvin, who has successfully attempted the Eric Clapton challenge more than once, and that is to do cocaine every time Eric Clapton says cocaine in the song Cocaine. Kids, you have to ask your parents about that one. It was a really good song.
Man, that game, I was just like floored. And it's not like Bryce Young played that great. He had 121 yards passing for the whole game.
That's the Dirty Birds, though, man. That's
the whole game. The ball, like he killed him.
He didn't.
But
no,
when you're getting the ball as close as the Panthers are getting, you can run the football. Chuba Hubbard looked like an all-pro yesterday.
He did. He really did. What the Saints? What?
Oh, you gotta read the remark before that, Will.
Oh, I see it.
Saints.
Yeah, God might be switching up right about now.
If the Saints are God's favorite team, I would hate to see what God does to his least favorite team.
I mean, God might be switching right now. He might be going.
7. This is why the Saints are struggling, because God gives his hardest test to the people who can handle it the most. The Saints ain't.
Yeah, he gave the wrong test to the Saints because they can't handle it.
They
were trash yesterday.
They failed. Yep.
They were trash.
Aaron Brooks rolling over his grave.
Aaron Brooks ain't dead, man. Why are you talking about people that ain't dead rolling in their graves, man?
That's part of the joke.
You're still alive,
that's part of the joke. Deuce McAllister. Joe Horn, they can't take it.
AKA cell phone in his sock, Joe Horn.
Hey, he said he was gonna do that before the game, too. He sure enough got them 4 touchdowns.
Hey, I heard. Hey, you saw your boy. You saw your boy make a come out and make a little bit of a start yesterday. Tyler Shook. He's 50 years old. 0 for 2 yesterday at 50.
Way to go.
Come on, man.
Hey, at least he didn't throw an interception, so his quarterback rating is 39.6.
Come on, man.
No better than my quarterback rating.
Come on, man.
Don't forget. Nick Bosa out again. Whole year.
Yep.
Dang.
Done
Yeah.
Season.
Torn
Yeah.
ACL.
I ain't never liked Nick Bosa.
I never liked Joey. I was okay with
Chicago.
just because
Ain't
the
no
Pope likes Chicago doesn't make it God's favorite team.
I don't like neither Bosa.
Nope.
I definitely never. I ain't like Nick Bosa since college. Like I felt like he was a quitter.
A front runner. They both front runners.
But Joey played some football when he was in college, so he didn't get hurt. He wasn't bitching out. Nick,
Right.
he was like, "Nah, I'll sit out to the draft. I'm not going to play in the game." Ew. Nobody like that shit. Sit down.
Tell me how you really feel, bro.
For real.
I definitely did.
For real.
Just checking.
Somebody tell me what happened yesterday. We got the Browns beating the Green Bay Packers 13-10. Can somebody explain how that happened to me,
I
please?
don't fucking know.
Jordan Love woke up
God's
this
Green Bay got the
morning.
wrong
team.
pass.
I don't fucking know.
Green Bay
Jordan
got the
Love
wrong
woke up
fucking
this
pass.
morning.
Flacco looked terrible.
That defense,
Mm-hmm.
the Browns defense, is what happened most of the game. And Quickshawn Junkins had a good game rushing also.
He did.
Shout out to
The
my
rookie.
Ohio State running back.
Yeah. The rookie came in late.
Yeah. Just stay out of trouble, pimping. But
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland Browns defense showed up big time.
With 27
granted,
seconds
they
to
held
go.
the Packers to only 13 points.
Mhm.
And then, special teams as a whole, all over the NFL, their grade is an F minus.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
Facts.
Everywhere.
Facts.
It's an F minus. Because
Nope.
Exactly.
What are they all,
Picks
bro?
yesterday.
Exactly.
Eight
Ain't
missed
none of
kicks,
them.
like it was bad.
Them Bosa boys ain't coming to the cookout no time soon.
Nope. I think the coolest thing about that Browns-Packers game yesterday was the default jerseys that Cleveland wore. I can get behind those dark helmets.
My thing is,
those were dope.
is Joe Flacco
Those were
going?
Those are dope.
How? Let me ask y'all this: how much longer is Joe Flacco starting?
Honestly,
I started in the first place.
I think he should have. I don't think Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders should be starting.
They're gonna suck anyway.
Agreed.
True.
So you
Either
don't
way.
need to. Don't. Yeah. No. I'm okay with Flacco playing until one of those two.
He had his turn. Now he need to go roll over his grave.
Flacco really, if you look at it, Flacco was kind of looking like Vinny Testaverde now.
Yeah, that's what he is. That's
He's got to
exactly
help
what
him
he is.
win.
He looks exactly like Vinny Testaverde.
He's the Vinny Testaverde at his age.
Yep.
I support leaving Flacco in there. Same as just like with the Giants. Leave him in there.
Yeah, so
They wanted to come back. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they signed the fucking contract.
That's true.
You can't tell me Russ didn't know. You can't tell me
Absolutely.
Flacco didn't know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Give
They knew what they were getting
those-
into with these teams. They knew it.
Give Shador a chance to be successful by learning the game properly and getting up to speed. Because at Colorado, he was not playing a pro-style offense. He was not facing pro-style defenses. That kid,
He didn't
not
have
ready.
to with that offensive line. He was running for
and
his
he's
life.
Yep.
And
Yep.
the and then the same goes for Dylan Gabriel. Not ready.
Yeah.
Flacco
and
already
so-
in the grave. Flacco already in the grave. Just nobody told him.
You want to you got somebody out there that's got veteran experience that can guide the receivers as well as lead the quarterback room until it is time for one of them to be competent enough to stay alive out there and not get absolutely destroyed by whoever they're playing.
Yeah, he won't get pulled. The only way Flacco is coming out of the game is if he get hurt. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
If he
Look,
gets hurt.
the Browns' next three games are at the Lions versus the Vikings, and then at the Steelers.
Oh, so
all three you could argue have really solid defenses, especially with the Vikings playing the way they did against the Bengals.
And we
Steelers
still got
could be
more
hit.
people coming back.
Steelers could be hit or miss. Yeah, I would say keep Flacco.
It's a divisional
Keep Flacco
game.
in.
It's a divisional game. You know the divisional games are always tough.
The next 3 after that, you have the Dolphins, then at New England, and at the Jets.
They sit Flacco down for the Dolphins.
I mean, I would say week 6, week 7, you could
Henry fumbled again.
He sure did. I'm talking about dude just came by. Wow.
How old is Joe Flacco? 48?
41.
That old goddamn.
He's about he is about your age.
He ain't that old. I'm 54.
40, Joe 40.
Joe 40.
Okay, he's 40. Okay.
40.
Okay.
Yep. He'll celebrate his 41st birthday in January.
I thought he was about 43.
Somebody said they saw him. Somebody said they saw him play Delaware.
God damn.
They still want to talk about tonight. The Buffalo Bills get the win against the Miami Dolphins, 31-21. Is it time for Mike McDaniel to go?
Yeah.
It's been time.
The whole team. Tyreek Hill can go. Tua can go.
Dude,
Just keep the
sorry.
running back.
When your press conference is, you play to win the game, and when you don't win, you lose, and that's how you lose the game. Like,
where's the coach?
He's channeling his inner. I'm sorry, Erica, you're not here to defend your team, but he's channeling his inner Atlanta Falcons in that press conference.
Ew, he reminds me of somebody you see in a movie that's like at a college on campus selling fake oxys and tests. That's what he reminds me.
Yeah,
like get him the fuck out of here. Go sit down. Get him the fuck out of here.
Said John said
he's the coaching equivalent of Booger McFarland. We lost because we lost the game because we didn't score enough points and we didn't make enough plays. Maybe next week we'll make enough plays. And fuck out of here, dude.
Oh, so next week they're gonna run the annexation to Puerto Rico?
That's what he looked like he about to call every time. He looked like he about to call that play every time and pitch the ball to Johnny.
What's the play that they call it?
Just pitch the ball to Johnny. That's what he looked like he about to do.
Hook and ladder.
He looks like he's going to call every single major play from every single motion picture football movie. So he has like the playbook from The Replacements and Varsity Blues and The Longest Yard in his little cheat sheet of plays. Coach, these aren't real plays. They're just movie names. I know.
I know.
We got this.
He's like, it'll work.
Chicks dig scars. Now go out there and die.
So what did you say, John? John said this get rid of everybody.
Everybody. Everything must go except the running back. Everybody.
Devon
Tua, Hill. I mean, yeah, you keep Jalen Waddle. But yeah, get rid of everybody. They got so much talent and suck so bad. Like for real. Think about any team that's got that amount of talent, especially on the offense, and can't win the game.
But but think about this. That's the bullshit we hear every year about the Cowboys. So it's nothing new. Talent-wise, it's nothing new.
Yeah, Jerry's gonna hire him next year.
He probably don't be surprised.
I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Are they? Seven, do you think they're gonna have a designated vaping zone when he gets hired by Dallas next year? Like Mike
they'll have vaping zones in the stadium. And the cocaine will get a lot better in Texas too. Mike Irvin probably already Michael Irvin probably already has the hookup, but it's gonna get better.
He did honcho.
Yep.
Oh man.
He go down to Miami every weekend.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
He does.
Michael Irvin is the one supplying it, y'all.
He's the tester.
The tester.
Yep. You don't have the show on ESPN now to play around, or Fox Sports anymore. So
we got the Jacksonville Jaguars getting a win against the Houston Texans, 17-10. I ain't putting too much stock in this win either, because it's the Texans.
Texans are bad, man.
This just shows you how bad the Texans are, man.
They're wasted. The offense is horrible.
It is horrible.
Was CJ Stroud a 1-year wonder? Is anybody ready? Want to call it yet?
Not yet.
Nope.
He did go to Ohio State, so I'll say yes.
I'm not gonna do it yet.
I'm not calling it yet. Not yet.
That O-line is terrible.
Fuck it, I'll take
trash.
It's terrible.
Fuck it, I'll call it. Yes, he is.
I ain't calling it just yet. That offensive line trash, and you ain't got a running game to think of behind you.
Well,
Nope.
Chubb's playing okay. When they get Mixon back, I
Okay.
think it'll take a little
He
bit.
ain't
Of
Listen to the
pressure off.
words you said. Okay. They don't
Oh,
fear Nick Chubb right
look,
now.
But Nick Chubb is not the same running back that he was in Cleveland because of all of his knee.
Absolutely. Which means they ain't got a running game.
No, you're right.
It's just there. You got the name, but Nick Chubb ain't chugging his way through the line like he used to. He just not.
I
And
feel
that's
sorry.
okay.
I
I
feel
hate
sorry.
that, but
I feel sorry for Nico Collins.
Can we just give a shout out to those old school Jaguar uniforms? I love those
And-
jerseys. They need to bring those back.
yeah. I was
And the
watching
Tampa
Fred
Bay
Taylor
old
highlights
school.
the other day.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yes.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay old school uniforms yesterday looked nice.
Yep. And I love that they brought the
Absolutely.
field back with it. Like they didn't use the default,
Oh,
the default like the new
Yeah.
school logo.
The flag, yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely love when they do that.
He chugging his way off my fantasy team.
That's how I was feeling about Mark Andrews. I'm going to put Mark Andrews on my team next week, and he's going to give me another fucking goose egg.
I wouldn't because they're playing Kansas City next week. They'll take
You're
him out of
right.
the game.
I'm gonna leave him on the fucking bench, and he's gonna go off for like 40 fucking points.
Nah, man. But I just think that this weekend of football, it was pretty amazing.
It was weird. It was a weird week of football.
We got Aaron Rodgers getting the win
Boo.
against the New England Patriots, 21-14.
Cardium, I will say this: I am looking forward to the Washington Commanders kind of throwing that old school old school Redskins look later this season. Cannot wait for that game.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit before. We got Danny Dimes getting the win against Tennessee, 41-20. We got the Redskins getting the win against the Las Vegas Raiders, 41-24.
Even without Jaden Daniels.
Yep. Marcus Mariota
That's
went out
because
there
the
was
Raiders
playing,
are
boy.
ass.
Yeah,
Marcus Mariota was out there playing, boy.
that's what happens when you get.
He
That's what
played
happens
tough.
when you get old man
Yep,
Carroll
he
chewing
played
gum
tough.
on the sideline.
We got
What's
Brandon
that
Russell
running?
Blake.
What's the running back thing? I can't say his last name. Yeah. Number
Genty.
26.
Genty
JMC or
Crosby, man.
JCM.
JCM.
Why not? Why they ain't getting that boy the ball? Did y'all see that run?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
So I
They
got to
didn't
ask
give
you
him the
guys.
ball, but what,
I'm gonna ask
5
you guys
times?
this.
Yeah,
I'm
31
gonna ask you.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
know
ask you
why?
guys this
Time.
here.
And you know what opened the door for him? Austin Eckler's injury.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna
He
ask you
all
guys
over
this.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's because he's throwing. They're gonna force Lamar Jackson to throw, and that's how you beat the Ravens.
6 sacks.
Of the 6 teams that are still undefeated, the San Francisco 49ers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Chargers, Indianapolis Colts, and Buffalo Bills. Which is the worst of those 3-0 teams?
Now, obviously, it's the Colts.
I'm going to say Frisco.
I think it's the 49ers.
Yeah, I think it's 49ers.
I think it's
I
Frisco.
think so too.
No, the reason I would say they're the second worst. The reason why I go with the Colts is because you've got Trent Dilfer 2.0 behind under center.
He said Trent Dilfer.
And when Brock Purdy gets back, that is they are a better team with Brock Purdy than the Colts are with Daniel Jones. And that's
Except
why
Daniel
I take go ahead.
My argument would be that the Colts have not turned the football over. They've punted 1 time in 3 games. Now, granted, yes, the level of competition between the Dolphins and the Titans can leave a lot to be desired, but the fortitude that they had against the Broncos to not give up and then leverage, I love saying that word when it comes to the Broncos because I hate seeing the Broncos win. The Colts got lucky against the Broncos. So, but you win football games by keeping yourselves in football games. And one of the ways you do that is by not turning over the football. And the Colts are one of the few teams that have not turned the football over yet this year. That's why I don't think they're the worst. Because they're playing fundamental sound football. They're leaning on the running game, and Daniel Jones is doing what is being asked of him. And it's playing complementary to the way that Daniel Jones plays. That's why I don't think they're the worst.
But the 49ers did get that win this week. 16-15. So
only because little kid Kyler Murray wasn't allowed to get a first down because of his shortness.
yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr. get it together.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you,
Get
I'm
it
gonna give you
together.
a fantasy tip. I'm gonna give you our fantasy tip real quick. Check your
Benchmark
waiver
Andrews.
wire. If Trey Benson is there, get him. Put in your claim right now. James Conner's out for the year.
What?
This is Trey Benson's backfield.
Yeah,
This
they
is
announced it
Trey
earlier tonight.
Benson's
He's out for the
backfield.
year.
Yep, this is Trey
Who's
Benson.
out for the year?
James Conner. This
Oh,
is
that's
James.
right. That's right. That's right.
This is
Yeah.
James. James Conner's gone. This is Trey Benson's backfield. Y'all please go get him if you see him on the waiver wire.
I got Jacobs and Taylor. I'm okay.
If y'all see him, go get him. If you don't get him, if you get just to keep him from your league mates, I got you on that. But go get this man. He's proven he's proven he can be effective when he's the lead back. So definitely.
If you look at the Colts schedule right now, just right now, they have a chance to probably go 5-2 against the next couple of opponents. I don't think they're going to beat the Rams. I got them beating Vegas. I got them beating Arizona. They're not beating the Chargers. I got them beating Tennessee again.
I think that'd be a good game, honestly.
Yeah.
I think they could beat Pittsburgh. And they're damn sure going to beat the Falcons.
Yep.
The reason that I would agree with what John said about it being a good game against the Chargers is it's very Harbaugh-esque to fuck up a game you should win like that. So I will say that they should win that they should lose that game.
Yeah.
But I also think that the Chargers could lose that game.
That would be one they would drop at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I still want to see. I know I'm not gonna get it because neither team because I don't think the Colts are good enough. But if I could get the Colts Eagles in the Super Bowl, I'd be laughing my ass off.
I'm going to walk
Jim
into
Irsay, Jim Irsay would be doing that mountain of cocaine up in heaven if the Colts make it to the Super Bowl. I told you guys to sign Daniel
I'll be
fucking
laughing
Jones.
my ass off. That would be the end of the Giants organization. That would be the end
To
of
be
the
honest,
Giants.
we could have kept him. Like, I said, we could have kept him. They didn't want to pay him.
Yeah.
Nope.
If that's the fucking Super Bowl, did y'all ever see the movie Watchmen? I'm going to walk in that fucking chamber that made Dr. Manhattan. That's what I'm going to walk in there. Turn that bitch on. Turn it on.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Right. So before we bounce for football, I got one more question to ask. Of all the 0-3 teams, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Texans, the Titans, the New York Giants, and the New Orleans Saints, which of those teams are the best of the worst?
I'm going to take the Titans.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. If Justin Fields isn't done for the year, right?
No,
he's
he's just
not
got
out
a
for the
concussion.
year.
I'm sure he'll be back.
If you bring Justin Fields gets back on the field, I'm gonna say the Jets are at the best because they got a solid defense and the offense is all right.
That's fair.
I would have argued.
They running game
argued
got
the
to do
Saints.
something.
Yeah.
I would have
What?
argued the Saints because in their first two games they kept it competitively close, but after that goose egg that they laid against the Seahawks, I can't honestly say the Saints. So I'm gonna probably agree with the Titans. Just because there's a lot to grow on. I think Cam Ward is playing well as he can with not having a whole hell of a lot of weapons and the schedule that
he's
he has to
developing.
start the season. So
Yeah.
however,
question.
the Texans do play the Titans next week, so one of those two teams will get a win, as well as Monday Night Football next week being the Dolphins and the Jets. FYI, that game has been moved to Comedy Central for laughter reasons. But I see the Jets. I think the Jets will take that
I
one.
was about to say, wait, what?
Yep.
That's another channel I gotta get to watch the NFL. Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
No, that was a joke, Will. They're not moving it to Comedy Central. They'll black out ESPN
I know.
first.
I know. I'm
They'll
just
have a
saying,
replay of WrestlePalooza before they throw the Jets and Dolphins on.
that was a sorry. That was a sorry ass pay per view, but I digress. This is a sorry ass pay per view. All right.
Stephanie Vakir looked good though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she's not Rhea Ripley, but
All right, fellas. Let me go to Kyle. Let me go to John before we go ahead and break out for baseball, because we got a lot of baseball that we need to cover tonight. Fellas, let me get some closing thoughts from y'all.
So next week we're either look at it like this. Next week either the Bucks gonna be 4-0 or they're gonna be 3-1, or the Eagles are gonna be 4-0 and 3-1. Because I'm tuning in. I'm tuned in the fuck in.
You called them the Eagles again.
I know I did.
Okay.
Respect your opponent.
Look,
If they lose,
that's what I was going to say. He's got respect for him right now.
If the Eagles lose, they become the Pigeons again.
Absolutely. Certainly. They certainly did. But that's about it. Other than that, fuck Jerry Jones, fuck the Cowboys.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
Gang.
Wait, let me add one more. Fuck the Falcons too.
Oh. Erica need to be here to defend her team. She defended them earlier in our chat. Well, she's not here to defend them now.
She sure
wasn't. She's probably taking care of some school teacher stuff, because she said that she was going to dress up and she's not here. So I was looking.
She probably graded some papers or something.
Probably.
They got cool.
Signing you up for detention, Will.
Oh hell no.
I'll go to detention for you.
Hey, Will don't go to detention. I don't go to detention. Homeroom, baby. Homeroom.
That's where all the fun stuff happens.
We handle all our business in homeroom. I don't do that detention shit. Hell no. Hell no. Do none of that detention.
I'm not going to detention. I told them to spend my ass home.
Homeroom at lunch.
I'm going home. Screw you guys. I'm going home. I'm not sitting in school.
You don't get detention in homeschool.
No.
Listen, I'm doing everything.
You don't get detention at homeschool.
I know. I got suspension. Suspend me. I'm going home.
Exactly.
I didn't do it. I told my mama, nah, they ain't nope. Send me home.
They send me.
I call my mama for you.
Send me to the crib. Damn that.
Exactly.
But it's gonna be in one place: homeroom, lunch, or home ec. That's it.
Kevin, you're being awfully quiet. Where did you get in trouble at in school?
I was in in-school suspension so frequently that there was a seat with my name on. Like, I'm pretty sure if you still walk in there, it's the Tony Gladstone ISS seat. It's just still there's a banner. Like it was great though. It was quiet. I got my work done, and then I spent the day taking a nap and talking basketball with the coach. Like, because it was the basketball coach. He was the ISS teacher. That's all he did.
Usually is.
Coach basketball.
No, we're not.
No, no, absolutely not. I could not put up with little shitheads.
But yeah, that's how I learned a lot about the basics that I knew about basketball. I was just talking about it with him. I was actually the manager for the girls team one year when I was in high school, because I was there so much. He was like, I can have you do this stuff. Okay.
That's a good job.
Okay.
Good job. Can't complain.
Dave Montgomery just ran for a 31-yard touchdown run inside the Giants line for 37.4.
Game over.
Way to go there, you.
Mo mentioned it earlier. Mo mentioned it earlier. Ravens defense stealing money.
Yep.
I mean, they've been on the field most of this fourth quarter, if you ask me.
He said he put up with him for 30 years.
So, 7 before these guys get out, did Dan Campbell eat the Ravens' legs today? Because they don't have kneecaps, so he just bit the legs right off. Is that what he did?
It was the wings, man. You got the wings.
Oh, was it the
Detroit?
wings?
You got Detroit top pizza, so you got pizza.
They contain Lamar Jackson's legs. Big time.
They did. They've done a great job. From what I saw, I watched first half. Yeah.
Who is the middle linebacker did a perfect job between that. I think Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, I was gonna say
coming off the edge.
No, Hutchinson's a down lineman. I think it's Jack Campbell that's playing middle linebacker right now. Or
but I'm saying between the two of them, Aiden Hutchinson coming, building the rush, forcing him out of the pocket. I mean, the spot he trapped Lamar every time, and nobody was honestly open down the field. Like, you could look and see that there was nobody open for him to throw the ball to. So he had to try to run. So
here's the thing.
They played it perfect.
And here's the thing that's killing me.
25 rush yards.
And here's the thing that's killing me. You just mentioned it, John. week 1, they got killed. They got torched by the passing game because Jerry Alexander can't cover air. Then this week,
can't cover a stop sign.
Then this week they getting killed with the rush. Over 200 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
And if David Montgomery wasn't slow, like they'd have more yards because he got caught. He got caught by the safety.
Damn.
Lamar Jackson has 210 passing yards, so he's still getting the ball out there. Derrick Henry only has 50 rushing yards.
Yep, and a fumble.
Like that.
Like say they offense.
The Ravens. Go ahead.
I was about to say their offense hadn't been on the field very long in the fourth quarter at all. Like
look at his, but here's my thing. Look at the attempts Derrick Henry had. He only got 12.
Yep.
With 2 of them being fumbles.
And 2 fumbles.
Right. Well,
Zay Sunflower Seeds, 2 catches for 13 yards.
Rashad Bateman was the one getting open most of the game. It looked like.
Yeah, he was. In the first half, he was. I didn't watch the second half, but
Bateman and Andrews. Andrews got 1 touchdown. Bateman got 1 touchdown.
Fucking time while he's sitting on my goddamn
catching
bench.
passes downfield. So
no, I here's the thing. I finessed somebody because I traded Mark Andrews in a pick, and I got Kraft. Tucker Kraft from Green Bay.
Tucker Kraft from Green Bay.
Yes.
Didn't do you much good this week.
6 points. Hey, he scored more points this week at just shy of 6 than Mark Andrews did up until this week. So it's still a win. Like I think I won my fantasy matchup by probably like 20 points, 30 points. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And that's despite the fact that Kate Otten didn't do dick.
Yeah. One of my fantasy ones I won by 42. The other one I won by 10.
But with that being said, before we let John, you got any final thoughts before we let you guys get on out of here?
Thank God Christian Darrisaw came back. No sacks on that side of the ball at all. He protected. He did his job. He had no penalties. Like, that's who we need. Because that left side, last week, oh my God. The whole left side.
Yep.
Like, but
Jerry, you wrong.
Man, my boys keep playing. The actress of the year, Derrick Henry. Oh man, yeah, he was about to cry like a baby back bitch, boy. He was on that sideline. He was about to cry, bro. For real. He was about to cry, big time.
The Ravens. This is the problem with the Ravens.
The
Ravens have put so much stock in Derrick Henry, and not enough in the needed synchronicity of their passing game, that they are going to struggle. Because if you take Derrick Henry out the game and you provide halfway decent coverage in their passing game, you can beat the Ravens. Because Lamar Jackson is not that quarterback that's going to make those clutch throws. He's just not.
But see, that's where Justice Hill does come in. He's a great pass catcher.
Yes, he is. But you've got to if you can take out, let's say, 2 out of the 3 as far as like Hill, Andrews, and Likely. Or not Likely, Flowers. Hill, Andrews, and Flowers. If you take at least 2 of those 2 out, because
that leaves you with Hopkins and Bateman.
Yep. That leaves you with D-Hop and you can beat D-Hop and Bateman.
Yeah, D-Hop ain't getting no separation. I mean, he still had the hands to catch the football, but he ain't get no. He's like,
now they're delusional feather lickers. I like that one.
He got hands.
Feather lickers.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. All right,
y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
Nah, Casey, appreciate y'all rolling through. We're gonna hit this baseball, and after that, we're gonna get on out of here, fellas.
No doubt, man.
Good show.
Yo.
All right, man. I'll catch y'all. All right. I am looking at one of my fantasy teams here, and this team is winning 267 to 183.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go. And I started Aaron Jones. Still got
There you go.
Still got the win, baby.
So let's go ahead and start with Andrew's and Ando's favorite baseball topic, the AL West. As of right now, at this moment, the Seattle Mariners have a 3-game lead on the Houston Astros. If the playoffs start today, the Houston Astros.
Yeah, and they'd be the second seed. The Mariners would be the
Mariners
seed.
would have the other bye because they would have the second seed in the American League.
Yep.
If the playoffs started today, the Astros would not make the postseason. That's nuts. So I wanted to start with this, and you guys from other sports, you guys will have more recollection than I probably will because I don't. Sometimes certain things don't register. But when we look at certain teams like the Mets, like the Detroit Tigers, who are in danger of missing the playoffs despite being the best team in baseball for most of the season, and the Houston Astros, what are some teams across all sports, not just baseball, that you guys can remember absolutely crumbling as a team and falling short of the postseason?
2008 Cowboys, I think, is the first one that comes to mind. The one with Tony Romo and Terrell Owens. All they had to do was beat the Philadelphia Eagles to get in. 44-6. They ended up losing the season finale.
Will, what about you, man? Can you think of any?
And didn't start it well, but did make the playoffs.
Yes, it should have been a playoff team, but didn't make it. So maybe like somebody in the NBA. I mean, there's got to be a good example in the NBA.
Chargers.
Yeah,
the Chargers had another one. They had, I think it was the 2011 Chargers. 2011 Chargers specifically because they had the number one offense and the number one defense. They finished the season 9-7, and because the Chiefs beat them out on the tiebreaker, the Chiefs were the ones that ended up losing at home against the Ravens. Yeah, that's the biggest one that I can think of. I'm thinking of collapses, and that's kind of the big one in the NFL that I can think of are the Chargers.
He said didn't make the playoffs. I can remember when in the playoffs, the Vikings were supposed to beat the Falcons, but the Falcons came back and got that win.
Yep, you're talking 98 Vikings.
Yep.
What about the NBA? Because that's a little bit of a longer season, similar to what you get in baseball. Well, a team that started there's got to be some Sun seasons where they looked really good but couldn't make the playoffs, or some team that kind of had that mirror.
There was a season with the Thunder. Let's see, the Thunder made the finals in 2011, 2012. I think it was 2012 or 2013 Thunder, where Durant and Westbrook both missed time later in the season.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, and the Thunder missed the playoff by a game.
76ers
really have not had. Yeah.
Either
the
we're
Bulls
in
never really had that.
Either we're in it or we're not.
Yeah, the Bulls either play really well or they fuck up in the playoffs. There's no happy medium.
Yep.
It's. Of course, the 07 collapse of the New York Mets is the another big baseball example, and I thought it was interesting because now less so with the Astros than the other teams, but the Tigers and the Mets specifically, both at one point this season held the best team in baseball for more than a day. I'm talking weeks, maybe a month, stuff like that. I can tell you that I found the first time that the Tigers this season moved into the top of the power rankings. I found the article. It was June 1st. Was the first time the Tigers went atop the power rankings this year in Major League Baseball. At one point this year, they held a 12-game lead over the Cleveland Guardians. And as it sits right now, the Guardians, the Bridges, as I like to call them, the Cleveland Bridges, are only a game and a half. No, they're only one game back from the Tigers. And tomorrow starts a 3-game series between the Guardians and the Tigers. That The Chargers losing to the Raiders with Rich Bisaccia. That's another one. That's a good one.
The Mariners had kind of a similar collapse 2 years ago. Last year, 2 years ago, where they had like a 13-game lead on the Astros in July, and then completely.
That was 2 years ago. I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I try not to get too high on the Mariners, because I know that they can collapse it as fast as anybody else. So
Frank talked. The Mets had a 5.5-game lead over the Phillies at the beginning of July. I remember because that was actually about the time where the Red Sox faced the Phillies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Sox faced the Phillies around then, the Nats around then. And like the Mets actually for a decent portion of this year looked like a competent baseball team.
Look fantastic.
What have you seen with the
injuries?
Backslide? What's
between injuries, no run support, and lack of pitching?
Do the Mets regret signing Soto to a $760 million deal yet?
If not yet, whenever. Because I think that was a bad move. I think it was a very, very bad move. That deal took any flexibility you could have had to fix your issues. Any flexibility you could have had to fix your issues. Like I said, that pitching staff has been horrible the second half of the year. And there's no run support being generated at all. So,
and I get what you're saying.
It's a bad move. It's a bad move.
It is a bad move. And the signing of Juan Soto is, I think, going to prove to be problematic for a long time. This year, when we look at the numbers,
next season too,
he has 42 home runs. He's only hitting 267. He is leading the league in on-base percentage. So that's a good thing, obviously. He is leading the leagues in walks, which I think is why he's leading the league in on-base percentage.
Yep.
But you bring a guy like Soto in for run support. You don't bring Soto in for, just to get on base so that somebody, the next person in the lineup, which I think for the Mets, it is. Hold on. I'm going to look at, because they just lost to the Nationals.
I mean, yesterday. right now you're 80 and 76. You're a game up on Arizona for the wild card.
Yeah.
Just
you're in last place. And you're in last place.
And Arizona has turned it on.
Mm-hmm.
And these two will attest to the fact that at the beginning of this year, I said, look out for the fucking Diamondbacks. I said it. Just like 2 years ago when they went to the fucking World Series, I said it. There is some talent in Arizona. And that is despite the fact that they traded away one of their best pitchers in Merrill Kelly to the Texas Rangers.
There's
not to mention they lost two of their heavy bats.
They're 73.
And Josh Taylor and Eugenio Suarez.
They're 73 in their last 10. So.
Well, and
we talked about it last week. The Mets have no room for error.
Nope.
Zero room. And you're 100% correct but here's the thing. Looking at the Mets lineup, let's just talk about the offense, because you talked about the run support. And when you look at the stats, if you will, out of all of the teams that are playoff teams, and right now, actually, the Mets wouldn't be in the playoff because the Reds have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I was going to say the Reds. Yeah, because the Reds just beat them in the most recent series earlier this month.
The Mets have let's say that let's say the Mets are in that last seed.
Cubs the next three.
Yep. Start in the morning.
The Mets have the lowest run differential in the National League for all playoff teams, and the second lowest in the playoffs overall, because with the Guardians holding that third slot on the American League, they have a -9. So if the playoffs started today, they would have the second lowest run differential. They're not scoring and they're not preventing runs.
Nope.
And you look at that lineup, you've got Brandon Nimmo hitting third after Soto, and then Polar Bear Pete Alonso hitting cleanup. And your leadoff hitter is Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor is not a leadoff hitter.
No.
First of all, you should not be in a position where Lindor is your leadoff hitter. You also shouldn't be in a position to lose to the Nationals, but that's a different discussion.
For a different show.
That's a different show. That's podcast name deferred territory there. But the Mets have a problem losing games that they shouldn't be losing. And the more that happens, the harder it's going to be, because, you know, one of the things we talk about when you're trying to figure out who you're looking at, as far as the rest of Arizona's season is concerned, Arizona's next 6 games are the Dodgers, Padres. That's how the D-backs are wrapping up their season. So that plays to the Mets' favor. Kind of. Dodgers, Padres, that they're going to the postseason. So you're not going to see gas from the pitchers. They're holding out for the playoffs. Neither team is going to be playing for a seat. They know where they're going. So they don't have anything to play for. Now, the Padres may give you a little bit more heat. You may give the D-backs a little bit more heat simply because of the fact that it's a division rivalry. But they're still not going to want to throw gas when they've got the playoffs coming up. And then you turn around and you look at the Mets schedule. Chicago doesn't hold up for anybody.
But
and after the downfall that Chicago had this year, I think the Cubs try to have some momentum going into the postseason. And so we see some smoke from the Cubs.
I'm going to argue that, honestly.
Your final series for the Mets is against the Marlins. So you get a little bit of a rest there. But if you're the Mets, you should be taking 2 out of 3 against the Cubs. And you should be sweeping the Marlins because you need that momentum. If you don't, you're sputtering into the postseason.
Sputtering big time, yeah.
And I'm going to argue the Mets. I'm going to argue the Mets and the Cubs. And the only reason I'm going to argue the Mets and the Cubs is because the Cubs can't get any higher than the 4th seed. They have their spot locked up at 88. They can finish 5th. I think 5th is the worst that they can finish, right? Because they can't take the division because the Brewers already have it. They have a 3-game lead on the Padres. So if the Padres lose 2, I'll say if they lose 2 of their next 4 or 2 of their next 6, the Cubs have the 4 seed locked up. And that means you're going to be guaranteed in the wild card a home playoff round. So you could argue that the Cubs rest up, maybe give 2 to the Mets, and then the Cubs look at the final series and see how the Padres are doing. And if the Padres lose 2 or 3, and then the Padres see how they play against the Diamondbacks, the Cubs playing the Mets early could actually work in their favor.
My thing with the Mets is this.
The Cubs can't move up. The Cubs have the 4 seed. The Cubs almost have the 4 seed locked up.
My thing with the Mets is this. If you go back and look at that payroll, it's just about as big as the Dodgers.
It is.
If you go back and look at that payroll, it's just about as big as the Dodgers. And to have a season turn like this, which could be their worst if they get shoved out of that wild card spot, it's inexcusable. Inexcusable.
It is inexcusable. And it almost makes you wish you could. It's one of those things where almost makes you wish you could fire owners, because Steve Cohen had his fingers so deep and his checkbook so wide the fuck open for the team this year. To his credit, his credit, he saw what he thought they needed. He said, "Go get it. I don't care how much." And a lot of teams wish they had an owner with that kind of support. So I will say, to Steve Cohen's credit, he did that. However, the problem is he's building a team like you're doing it on MLB The Show.
Right.
You're not worried about personality clashes. It's all about the numbers. And that doesn't work in real baseball. It does not work. And that's the Mets' biggest problem. Because, like, if you look at the Tigers, the other big, the other big crumble, the Tigers, it was just that they got cold at the worst possible fucking time. There's no way to put it. Yeah, that's very true, Frank. I 100% agree with you. The Tigers, it was a collective just getting cold at the worst time.
Right.
The Mets, it's not like anybody is cold at the wrong time. There is no synchronicity on that team. They're not moving as a team. They're moving as a bunch of individual dudes that wear the same fucking uniform.
And if you go back even 2 seasons ago, that statement would be true. Because we've collapsed every year after the All-Star break. The past 3 seasons.
I know Trevor Bauer's never going to get a shot in Major League Baseball again, much to Erica's displeasure. However, I will say this. Trevor Bauer is one of those characters that needs to be in a culture to be successful, especially with everything that would be distracting when he gets onto a team. He would need to be in a culture. And a team like the Mets could use the benefit of a prime Trevor Bauer, would be wasting their money to sign him, even at the veterans minimum that he said he would do to get back in Major League Baseball. And the reason behind that is there is no culture on that team.
Got the same problem. Almost got the same problem with the Miami Dolphins. Almost 100%. The same problem.
Absolutely.
And it's a damn 100%. Shame. It's a damn shame because the team is talented. The team is very talented.
It's just go ahead.
But when you compound injury with a trash locker room culture, that's hard to get over. You could have injuries, but if your culture is what it should be, next man up and all that, then yeah, you can still be successful and win games.
What Frank brought up here, Juan Soto, the Yankees let him walk.
Yep. And there was a reason for that.
There was a reason. It was a financial reason.
Mm-hmm.
But look at last season. I still got the numbers up right here. Last year, for the Yankees, Juan Soto hit 288. Juan Soto only had 41 home runs, but he had 129 walks. He had 31 doubles. He's only got 20 this year. He had 4 triples. He's only got 1 this year. Last year, Juan Soto played baseball. This year, Juan Soto played knee ball. What's the biggest difference between the Yankees and the Mets? Fucking culture.
Yep.
The Yankees have a culture that's legendary in all of sports.
Yep. Amen.
All of sports.
Amen.
Friend of the show, and I used to do baseball podcasts with Stephen Weaver. May he rest in peace. That man was brought up a Red Sox fan and still bought in, was still found the motivation to buy into the Yankees culture when he was in the Yankees system and got to pitch for him in the 80s. The Yankees bleed culture, and the Mets have none of it. And until they get it, and it confuses. This is what confuses me. I'm even taking it a step further. Now, it wasn't last season, it was the year before. The head coach of the Mets was Buck Showalter.
Yep.
Buck Showalter can put a culture on a team. Buck Showalter could not put a culture in the New York Mets. Why not?
Hey,
where's it at?
Hey, first of all, you have to, in order to have, how can I put this? If you want to have a good culture, yes, your skipper is your primary reason for having that. But you don't have it when you don't bring the right players in to establish it.
Yep.
The
You got to
right
have the right
veterans,
people.
yeah.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. If you're not bringing in the right players to establish said culture, you're never going to get it.
Nope.
You're never going to get it.
100%.
And the whole Soto deal, from what I remember of that Yankees lineup, that Yankees lineup benefited him more than what the Mets lineup could have benefited him this season. From what I remember, that Yankees lineup.
No, you're 100% correct. Yeah, that Yankees lineup was actually more broken than this Mets lineup is with all of that talent. So yeah, you're 100% correct.
So you have to know that. You have to know that. And that's why I said it's a bad signing, because you went into it half blind. You went into the whole move half blind. And like I said, because you signed him to that enormous deal, there was no way to fix your issues during the season. Maybe off season. Okay, I got you. But it still matters on bringing the right players in. And you can write checks all you want, but if you're writing checks to the wrong players who can't give you established culture that you need,
if you have,
you're done.
It sounds to me like what the Mets did is they had 2 or 3 fairly, we'll call them medium issues, and you sign a really, I mean, I'm going to say Soto is a good player, but to sign him to what you didn't allocate enough funds to fix the rest of the issues that you had. And if the player that you're signing doesn't buy into the culture or doesn't get behind the culture that you're trying to build with that, and it's all about me attitude. I care about my numbers. I don't care about the team. Because you said it yourself. Pete Alonso, great player from last year that helped the Mets make the playoffs. Helped make them. They went to the ALCS last year, right?
NLCS, yeah.
NLCS, yeah.
So
before they got put out by the Dodgers.
Yep. You essentially could have taken that money from Juan Soto, who, yes, is a hell of a player, but get a player with 75% of the talent that Soto has and allocate more funds to places that you know you're going to need them. Because you said it yourself, Will, in the offseason, they didn't take a look at any of the pitching issues that they had, and their bullpen was going to be a problem. So that's cool. You're getting run support. You're getting runs for the Mets because the Mets have 739 runs, which is the second best in the NL East. Only 5 other teams. So you're top 6 scoring, but where are the results coming from at that point?
Here's the other thing. Here's what I was just looking at. Out of your everyday hitters for the New York Mets, you have one everyday player hitting north of 270. And that's Polar Bear Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso can get yard when he wants to. He has won the home run derby twice, but he hit 37 home runs this year. But your leadoff guy's hitting 267. Juan Soto, 267. Brandon Nimmo, who is your third, 260.
Mm-hmm.
Your first 3 hitters, not a single one of them hitting north of 270.
And what pitcher is going to be scared to pitch to that? No.
And then your
any pitcher will let
your
a pitch
6
to
or
that.
your 7 hitter, Mark Vientos, he's only hitting 235. Like
Who's scared of that lineup?
Yeah, so to your point, comparing with what happened with the Yankees last year versus where they're at this year, you don't have to pitch to Soto. That's why he leads the league in walks.
Right.
You don't have to pitch to Soto because you're, if anything, he's just giving them more incentive to pitch to
everybody else.
Pete Alonso.
Yep.
And
Everybody
Pete
else.
Alonso, as a result of actually getting pitched to this season,
Yep.
is hitting 274.
Yep.
So it's the Mets lineup construction, top to bottom, is, you know, they need to replace their front office.
Oh, yeah.
Because Steve Cohen is willing to write checks, but if your front office isn't putting the right pieces in there, those checks might as well bounce because they're useless.
They're not going to do any good.
That whole scouting department need to be redone. Whole scouting department need to be redone. That's where it starts.
One other question that I was
that's where it starts. Because if you're looking at, if the scouting department can't do their job and get solid players up in there, all comes down to scouting at the end of the day, boys and girls. At the end of the day, it comes down to scouting.
So, but here's the thing that's crazy. They can't build a major league roster to save their life. But as of the tail end of August, so about a month ago, the Mets had the top ranked farm system in the league.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's you can assemble a farm system, but you can't assemble a major league roster.
That's crazy.
When Chaim Bloom was in when Chaim Bloom was in Boston and they were building up the farm system, that was his job. Sam Kennedy and John Henry brought him in to build the farm system back up. Get rid of a bunch of dead salary, build the farm system back up. That's what he did. And then he got fired. Now he's somewhere. I can't remember. He's helping somebody else build their team up.
Right.
And doing quite well at it, if I recall correctly. But the Mets have no excuse.
Nope.
No excuse.
None. And we've seen it out of them almost each and every season. Almost. You see them just collapse after the last year was an epiphany, I guess. Last season was an epiphany, I guess. But the year before, you get down past the All-Star break. Year before that, after the All-Star break, So,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, man, I hope for your sake, I hope that the Mets are able to work this out and at least get into the postseason. Yeah. Because it's got to be an embarrassing thing to have your team have such a start and then fall apart in such a catastrophic manner.
Oh yeah. Facts. Excuse me, this is a disappointment. But then again,
don't forget.
But then again, and I do want to. But then again, if we don't make the wild card, it will serve them right.
I get that.
Would you be more disappointed that the Mets make the playoffs and then get completely shellacked, or just not make the playoffs at all?
I'd be more disappointed if we made the playoffs and get shellacked. Because if we get shellacked, what's the point of making the playoffs?
That's true.
What's the point? We made the playoffs. Okay.
What, if you guys make the playoffs, you guys make it as the 5 seed?
You'd be the 5
6
seed.
No, you guys would be the 6 because the Padres would take the 5 because the Cubs have
it'd be 6 seed. Yeah, it'd be 6.
So you'd be the 6. So you're taking on the 3, which would be, if the record stood as they were, would be
the Dodgers.
Yep. Rematch of last year's NLCS.
We ain't winning that.
You're not winning. Yeah, you're not winning this series.
We ain't winning that series.
And the wild card is wild card best of 5 or best of 3?
Best of 3.
Best of 3.
Best of 3.
We ain't winning nothing.
No. I don't know. I would almost say take it on the chin and miss the playoffs and rebuild. Start to rebuild early.
We could do that.
Honestly, you would be better off missing because you can start early, you can draft a little better, find a competent GM to fucking fill in, or to take over.
The only thing about it, I just hate to see that Mets media. I just hate to see that New York media if they miss. I just hate to see it.
Yeah,
it's not going to be cute at all. That media can be crucial up there, and that'd be ugly. That would be ugly.
Yes.
So, question for you, Seven.
Okay.
Based off of the Blue Jays' struggles as of late, they've lost 4 of their last 5. They beat Kansas City on Sunday 8-5. But before that, they lost to the Royals 2-1, 20-1, and then lost to Tampa Bay 4-0, and then 2-1. With the Blue Jays, have the Red Sox coming to town, and then Tampa Bay coming into town. Toronto only has a 3-game lead on that number 1 seed. What are the chances that the Mariners play well enough to take that 1 seed and get home field advantage through the AL?
I mean, it's always possible, especially with how some of these teams have fallen apart in the last couple of weeks. If you'd asked me that question a month ago, I would have said no chance. But now, I mean, I'm not closing myself off to anything at this point, just because there's so much chaos right now. And so for me, what I will say is this.
Yeah.
The Rays are already eliminated. They've got nothing to play for.
Yep.
Boston wants to go into the postseason with with some momentum because they know they're going to need it. And they're hoping that they can maybe make up enough ground to take that 4 seed from the Yankees.
Well, the problem is I don't see the Yankees losing to the White Sox or the Orioles.
You need to take a step back and go look at what the Yankees record is versus the White Sox this year, sir.
They went 3-1 in a series at the end of August. Let's take a look at the first half of the season. Bam.
There was, because if I hold on, I'm gonna look, because I'm pretty sure that there was a series.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. So it's just the 3-1. It's just the 3-1. Okay. So I stand corrected. Maybe it was somebody else that the White Sox were playing. Are the Yankees going to willingly give up that series? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
However, the Yankees are really good at fucking up situations that they shouldn't. And the thing of it is, the Red Sox have the tiebreaker on the Yankees because of the head-to-head results. So if you're the Red Sox, you're playing for that 4 seed. The Yankees think they're going to coast, and that's where you lose games. Don't have the pitching, and then you're going to also see their pitching holding back because they got postseason. They don't have consistency offensively, except for Judge and a couple of others.
Yeah,
and we're not going to see full steam out of them because they're going to the postseason. It is possible that Boston takes that 4 seed.
Yeah. But the issue that you run in then with Boston is they play Toronto in that 3-game series, and Toronto leads the AL, the AL at the moment. And then you take on Detroit to end the season. So depending on what Detroit team shows up, Detroit could be fighting for that 2 seed again with Seattle. So
Detroit is, I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Detroit on their heels at that point. They are 1-9 in their last 10.
Yeah.
That is. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, do we see the Guardians making any noise?
I think
at the moment, yeah.
Right now,
who did the Guardians?
Because the Guardians,
their last
because they're 9-1.
The Guardians and the Tigers start.
They're 9-1 in their last 10.
And the Guardians play a series against the Tigers starting tomorrow.
Oh,
if the Guardians take that division,
so the loser of that series
misses the playoffs.
Yep.
And
because then the
when you
Guardians
look
have
at
the
that,
Texas
because
Rangers after that.
Yeah, the Guardians have the Rangers after that. So, and with Detroit, it's Detroit finishing up against Boston. Boston's got a lot to play for, so Detroit's not going to have an easy thing there.
Yeah,
and they also have to face the Guardians, who are right now arguably one of the hottest teams in baseball by performance, not by record. Honestly, don't come with me. The Guardians are the team to watch right now.
Yeah, Guardians and Mariners, I would say, are the two teams in the AL to watch right now.
Arguably,
because the Mariners have won 14 of their last 15.
Yep. It's the Mariners are hot right now. And I think that, and here's the thing. I've been in discussion with a lot of people on this. If Cal Raleigh gets to 60 home runs, I think he gets the MVP.
Ooh.
Do you think he gets MVP?
If he gets to 60, I think he gets it. Because at that point, it's really hard. It's really hard to not give him the MVP from a 60 home run season, where there is the argument, even though I think the Mariners are a playoff team without Cal Raleigh, there is the argument that he is making that much of an impact. And we also have to look at the fact that he is kind of in Shohei territory because he is a switch hitting catcher that effectively hits and is dominant behind the plate. Mm-hmm. So in that regard, he has a solid MVP case already. He gets to 60 home runs.
Well, that's icing on the cake. I see what you're saying.
Yep, because he's at 58.
Yep.
He's 58 right now because he just passed Griffey. What was it?
Yep.
Sunday?
Yesterday or the day
Sunday,
before.
He had 58.
Yeah.
Yep, against Houston. So I gotta say though, I'm talking to one of my friends from the military who's also from Washington State. And man, to see the Mariners sweep Houston. And I told myself, don't get up on the Mariners because they can let you down. Don't get up on the Mariners because they can let you down. It is really nice to see the Mariners actually come together and hey, we're going to take this series because it means something. So, oh, man.
When the Mariners traded for Eugenio Suarez, I said it was an ALCS lineup. I'm not retracting my statement.
Yeah.
That's an ALCS lineup. You guys should absolutely be in the ALCS. Now, would I like it to be an ALCS where it's Boston against the Mariners? Absolutely, but that's not going to happen. Because if, technically it could, because Mariners beat whoever has that 7 seed, which would likely be either Detroit or Houston.
Because the Mariners would be the 2, so they would take on the 3-4. They would take on the 3-6 lineup. So that would be, at this point, it's Detroit if they don't lose it to Cleveland. And then you would take on the final wild card team, which would be Houston or Cleveland. Because then you have Toronto as the one taking on the winner of the Yankees and Red Sox. So, yeah. If it stays,
it is possible we see an ALCS. Yeah.
Yeah. Between Boston and Seattle. I don't know. And I know you're a Red Sox fan. There's part of me that wants to see a Seattle-Toronto ALCS because both of those franchises over the last 20 years has absolutely suffered. So to see a new market in the World Series, I think it'd be amazing.
Let me be clear. Fuck the Canadians on with the Red Sox in the ALCS.
And on that note, if there's nothing, real quick, I gotta say this. We're saying fuck Mark Andrews. He scored another touchdown. 6 receptions for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night.
Fuck Mark Andrews.
Fuck Mark Andrews.
Fuck Mark Andrews.
Thank you for saying it loud for everybody in the back to hear.
38-30. Detroit gets the win on Monday Night Football. Ain't this?
Hey, who would have? I think everybody would have thought that Kansas City and Baltimore would have had the same record through 3 weeks, but for it to be 1-2, I think, yeah. This is Buffalo's AFC to take this year, man.
Nate, I get what you're saying, Nate. I get what you're saying, especially when you look at what Judge has done this year. He's sitting over 300 for the entire fucking season.
Yep.
He has carried that Yankees lineup. But it is not often that you see a switch hitting catcher have this much of a dominant show at the plate and behind it. This is one of those years where you get to compare his season against some of the best seasons of guys like Bench and some of the others. Salvador Perez. You get to compare him to, he's beating records by legends like Roger Maris.
Yeah.
Craig Gifford Jr. Judge had that season a couple years ago.
Yep.
And rightfully so.
He won MVP.
He got MVP.
Mm-hmm.
It's Judge is having a great year, but he's not having an MVP season because the Yankees would be who they are as a team with or without him.
All right, guys, we got to get out of here. We're going on 2 hours. So definitely 7. Got anything you want to say to the Wire to Wire Sports Network fan base? What you got to tell them as you roll out?
Don't forget to catch Podcast Name Deferred Wednesdays, hosted by yours truly, along with my good friend Craig Newton, and occasionally Erica drops in as well, talking all things baseball. If you're seeing the show, you can see Podcast Name Deferred on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. And while we're talking about this wonderful show, Wire to Wire Network has a lot of great programming every day of the week, morning and evening, across all types of sports conversations, hosted by individuals that know their shit. If you're looking for great sports content to watch, supporting smaller creators that are just trying to make their dreams come true, check out Wire to Wire Sports every day, and we appreciate your support.
And as we roll out, I'm gonna let the fan base see what shows that they can catch right here on Wire to Wire Network. And we'll see you guys next week.